Okay, what we're going to do this morning is we're going to do trees. Okay, let's see if we can do trees on the background. Get a brush. There we go. That looks well done. Isn't that nice tree now? Look at that. Alright? We'll do another one. You can do them all different. I think that's a lovely tree. Now if you look along here, I've done some more. Yeah. Them trees are good, I like them trees. Then we get our dry brush and a piece of scrap paper, and we get the green, paint it on here. Make sure you paint it on, dab it on like that, and then you go over your trees like this. The good thing about this, you can make as many as you want. If you don't like them, you just paint them out, and then you can go over them again and make as many as you want, and it can be all different. Now the ones that I've just painted on, okay, here. The paint's nice and wet, so you just go over it when it's wet. And you're going to say to yourself, what a mess. If it's not a mess, it doesn't look well. I think a mess looks very well when you finish it. Yeah. Now you see how it's coming on. Yeah. You can do them all different any way you want. Get the kids to do them. Get your grandkids to do them, and get them involved. Get that. Wow. Now, this is what it's like when it's finished. You see? Or you might think, oh, it still looks a mess. But when all the rest of the greenery goes on, this is just to hold the fence up while the glue goes up. And you see the tree in the background. When you get your bushes on here and everything else that goes on here, that will look the part. You see? Yeah. Now you see, you don't have to go out to the shops and buy it. Right, now you can see how the trees that I made are coming on. You see? You see what I said about you can make every one of them different. I mean, obviously when you go out there in the wild or whatever, down in the park, there's no two trees the same. See that? Right, now this is making, I'm making a table layout on the cheap, yeah? And if we look at it, what I'm using for the background here, I'm using polystyrene. Yeah, I know it's a bit messy, but everyone to their own. This is making it on the cheap, yeah? This is it, MDF platform. Now, you see it's got the depth in it like it's copied off the Hornby. Yeah, and what I've done, I've actually cut the house in half, you see, so it'll blend in when it's done. Yeah. And as I go along, I'll be showing you tips how to do other stuff. Now this is, I've done all the, this is the, here we go. This is the MDF, you see, on the cheap, yeah. what you do is when you cut your station, you just bring it up, bring it over slightly, about 1/8 of an inch over what it is on the actual Hornby one. You see? Now I do advise you to use a decent PVA. You know, some of these PVA glues are absolutely rubbish. You've seen on the other videos how I done the wall, yeah? So what we do now is we cut this down. You don't have to be dead straight, actually you're up and down, it's better, because that's what it's like out there, you see? And we go along here like this. Be very careful of these craft knives because they are pretty sharp, yeah? Okay, and what we're actually using this one for is we put the glue on, you see, here, like that. Now in this weather the glue goes dead soft, this PVA glue goes dead soft, yeah? It goes watery, so be careful because you need to use proper PVA glue. And when you put it on, put the PVA glue on, like that. Just move it up and down like that and give it a bond, yeah, and there. Get yourself some cocktail sticks, okie doke, and you stick them in like that. Keep them stuck. It keeps it's all polystyrene, and I mean you can go to the model shop and get yourself some proper walling. But you see the price of it nowadays. The idea is to save everywhere you can, you know. Like it out. And what you do then is get yourself a cutter. When you're cutting these, you push it in, cut. You see? Push in, cut. Push in, cut. And the polystyrene comes out and covers up the stick. Like that. Okay? And you just carry on like that, and you see how the wall's coming on. People saying to me, what about scale? Okay, now we'll show you how to make Christmas trees, yeah? A lot of people just get a brush, dab the paint on and that's it, but there's an easier way than that, and which you just get your paint, dab it on a piece of newspaper, like that, yeah? And then if you roll it, like that, you get a better, much better finish on it, and it looks better.
Loving Bombay Bicycle Club in the live lounge. Took my lunch break early just so I could find Wi-Fi to listen in. Absolutely worth it. From Hath in Manchester. Tegan, oh my God, feeling much more Christmassy now. Thank you, Bombay.
You see?
Ray saying sounding amazing.
That looks better.
Made my day.
Now the other thing is, if you wanted to, what you to go out and get is ask your wife to get you some Dettol. And you know what these are? These are pan scrubbers. Okay, I'll show you what these are for in a later date. You see, and the good thing about this, the wife will run out and get it because she thinks you're going to clean up the kitchen or something, and she'll get you the real good stuff. Don't get the spray, the one you squeeze in a bottle. Get a bottle like that. And these are only about 50p or something then, get them. Right, now we've got the wall in. Oh, this is my grandson. Hello, Ed. Okay, now if we look at the 00 scale figures, which are here, workers, right, now if you look at the wall that you buy in the model shop, there it is, yeah, I don't know how much it is, about 120, 130, yeah. Now if you look at the wall I made, there, okay, And if you work out how many of them you would need to fill that area, you're looking at what, maybe 20 quid. My wall cost me nothing. Polystyrene, get it out of the skip, get it out of the bin, but if you're going to go in the skip, be sure that you ask the person whose garden it's in, tell him what you do, you're a modeller and you just need a material for modelling. A lot of them will say go ahead, help yourself. A lot of them will tell you to go and get stuff to stud on or whatever. Now we're going to move these, and what you need now is a delicate brush, yeah, because we're going to do some painting. It's always good to paint the underlay like this, grey, and then go over it with a green, like that. Right, now with this particular green, it's a test pot. It costs you £3.75, yeah, okay? Don't worry about getting it on the bottom of the wall. That'll all show up in a bit, right? And then it would have been emulsion, it's vinyl silk. You just go over it with a little bit of water in it, it'll go on easier and it'll dry well. Now the same on here, yeah. It don't matter if you get a bit on the back seam. You see now, with the water in, it'll just run in. See? There. We'll go over that in a bit with the green stuff again, but not the paint. Okay, dog. Now, every now and again you can come up a bit like that, see? And bring it up a bit like that with a brush. Yeah? Okay, now when you're painting it, you need to go out and get yourself in the pound shop a packet of them small 4-inch rollers. What you see here? Now this will take the brush marks out for you. It won't leave any brush marks in, you see? Nothing worse than a layout or something that you're going to paint like a double really big brush marks in it. You see how good that's coming out now, yeah? There we go. You see? It makes it a lot easier to work on, because when you're putting your track down, you can mark your track easy. Don't worry about the white spots. It'll be part and parcel of the same, you know. And by the way, I always say, if you're making a mess, you're doing a good job. It's always best to leave these cheap nasty brushes steeping in a jar of water overnight, and then when you come down in the morning or the day after, you just go and pull all the loose hairs out, and you won't have any hairs coming out when you're painting. You see? Okay, doke. Now you see, again, I mean, you can, I don't know what colour you like to go with, you can go. Now if I just use paint straight out of the can, you see how I'm leaving white, it's just not soaking in, you see. Yeah, don't worry about that, don't worry about that there. That'll look good, yeah. Just get your water in a tub and just splash it on. See that? Yeah? Okay. You don't have to cover it completely in. You don't have to say, oh, I missed a bit. Forget about that. That'll all work out. A little bit there. I like making a mess. Mess is good. I feel like Paula's car looks good. There you go. Now you see how it's coming on? Okay? Okay, now if you look, you see, I've painted it all green, right? I've gone over there deliberately. If you look at that, see, I've gone over it deliberately, yeah? It's coming on. Yeah. Okay, doke. I'm just going to let it dry now, and then we'll get on with it. Okay, now this is something else I've made out of polystyrene. Is this post office. See? Every bit of it is polystyrene apart from the bike. Apart from the bike, which is not. If it was in scale, it'd be like garden scale. Yeah. Not finished yet, but it'll be finished. I'm just doing it for just doing it for something to do. It's going to be a you know, the thatch roof, I think I've done it. Okay, now here we've got this. I've had to put this on because of the cold and in here, so we put a tube heater on it. That will dry this paint off quicker because it's only vinyl silk. Yeah, and it helps dry the glue as well. Yeah, because otherwise it takes ages to go off in this weather. Okay, now we're going to put the greenery on it, as though there's not enough green on it. Just do a rough demonstration, you'll see what I mean. Okay, now again you need a watery wet brush. Yeah, don't worry about that, that'll dry in now. Don't worry, you won't see that. Okay. Stay with the brush. Okay, what we need now is we need to scatter. This is sawdust. I think I've shown you in one of them how to do the sawdust, and you tilt it. Make sure it's completely covered, yeah. You also want the sawdust to go down here at the bottom of the wall, see? Right. Tilt it well so it gets right in the corners. See how it's coming out now? Yeah? We then tilt it the opposite way to get it in there. There you go, how about that? Right, leave it on. And just let that dry off now. And then if you get a dry brush, like that. Just get a dry brush and brush all that into the corner like that, into the bottom of the wall. See? Now while we're on that, we'll just show you something else, another tip. Now you're wondering how to get all that off, whether you turn it upside down or brush it onto a piece of paper or anything like that. No, you don't need that. Or you get your hoover and it hoovers into your hoover. You don't need that. It's alright. It's alright. What you do, you get a piece of rag, piece of t-shirt material, get your hoover, push your finger in it, like that, you see. switch your hoover on. Okay. Turn your hoover off, hold it over your jar, just where the hoover stops, and out it comes. No mess, no crap in your hoover. See? Get ready to done. Yeah. Now we're going to insert the poles, the telegraph poles, but if you see a lot of people just stick these in as they are. What you do, you get a bit of PVA glue on the bottom like that, see? And then you just dip them into the green stuff, yeah. And you put a screwdriver hole to make sure you don't have to put any pressure on bending the plastic pole, and then that will go in there. There you go. Okie doke. Then you put another one, screwdriver in. Put your glue on your pole. Yeah. This represents the ivy crawling up the pole. If you look at the old type videos on YouTube at the full live steam, you'll see a lot of the old telegraph poles have got that stuff growing up them. You see? Now I'll put another one roughly about here. Yeah. Again, same again. I think a little bit of effort makes all the difference. A lot of people just stick them in and say, oh, they look great. Another thing, you see these beautiful, beautiful layouts, yeah? And they're all really well built. But there's nobody in the trains and there's nobody on the stations. And to me, they're all runaway trains. There you go, now all dry clear. Now, as you can see from here, we're this far on, yeah? We're this far on. I'll take all these cocktail sticks out in a bit when they dry off. In this weather it takes longer to dry. If it was a warm day, these would be gone off by now. But you can see now the background trees that we painted before, and see how they blend in. And I think also the fences, you should break them. If you get new fences, break them and put them here and there. They're never straight in the country, they're always hanging all over the place. From people climbing over and taking photographs of trains. Now we started this morning at 9:30. What time is it now? There you go. Started at 9:30 this morning. And we've done this much. Done all this morning. I reckon 2 days you'd make a complete one of these. You'd complete one of these in 2 days, wouldn't you, Ed? Yeah. Easy, yeah.